Go on, dislike this video, I dare you. Nothing happened, you just got owned.
The update from YouTube is that the dislike button is staying, but the dislike counts will now be private.
And that, according to YouTube, is happening the day I record this. So if you do currently see a dislike count on this video, you won't do for very long. Besides, I've already tried this experiment once before, and boy, did you lot deliver. I made this video when YouTube first started testing removing the dislike count from videos, and 6 months later, it is now official. So since there ain't no turning back now, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Obviously, there's been quite a reaction already, and I'll show you some of that a little later on. Basically, in YouTube's opinion, the experiment worked. Dislike attack behavior, as they call it, is down. And this was something that small creators in particular suffered from. I guess at this point, you're wondering what my opinion is, and as just another creator, generally speaking, I approve. I will agree that in terms of being a very simple rating system, removing the dislikes destroys that notion. On the other hand, if a significant portion of users cannot be trusted to respect that button for what it should be used for, then to protect the mental health of creators, it's required. Now, I guess you could argue that why should the majority of users who respect that button be punished for a few bad actors? And yes, maybe YouTube could have compromised by limiting the use of that dislike button for certain users who were obviously using it far too much. But something like that is just going to make everything just that little bit more complicated, and those who really want to abuse the YouTube dislike button will find a way around it. Ultimately, what YouTube have done with a very simple change is disarm the dislike trolls. But is that going to push trolls to go even deeper underground? Maybe to start abusing that flag button? YouTube, I hope you thought about this. Now let's just clarify exactly what's happening here. Only the public dislike count is being removed. As far as creators are concerned, it's business as usual. You can still go to the content management screen in the YouTube studio and mouse over the likes to dislikes ratio to get the exact number of dislikes for a video. If you're a mobile creator on the YouTube Studio mobile app, you can go to individual videos, go to analytics and choose the engagement tab, which will show you the likes to dislike ratios. It's not an exact number and it can be delayed sometimes 20 to 48 hours, but it gets you what you need. But since we are on the topic of dislikes, there is still one blind spot. YouTube have never shared dislike counts on community posts for users or creators. Why? YouTube have made a very conscious decision here to take control of the dislike count when it comes to users. But ultimately, creators are still in complete control of the entire likes to dislikes system. For any YouTube video on a channel, creators can simply decide to hide the public count for both likes and dislikes so that videos now look like this. The setting can also be changed at an upload default level in the master settings of the YouTube studio. And now for some of your opinions. Mark thinks YouTube should just level the playing field and get rid of both likes and dislikes. Samantha doesn't even notice dislikes, she's already consciously blocked them out. Chris thinks YouTube should still leave the decision up to us whether or not to hide likes and dislikes, and FSS Eagle thinks it's all to do with that very unpopular YouTube Rewind.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Nah, no one's ever going to forget that. On a more serious note, this commenter did mention concern over how elections are influenced by social media. Could a YouTube thumbs down literally topple a government? Eesh, that's a topic that's probably a little too hot for me.
So that's the update. I hope it doesn't cause too much frustration. Honestly, I think you're going to get used to it pretty quickly, and keep in mind other platforms don't even have a dislike button.
I will agree that in a few months' time, all of this will likely be forgotten. I mean, nobody mourns the loss of YouTube's 5-star rating system, do they? As for the second point, yes, I agree, most other social media platforms do not have a dislike button. But when it comes to YouTube, users are often making a much greater investment in time on a single piece of content. So if users relied on a likes to dislike ratio in the past, now they're going to have to commit to 1 or 2 minutes of watching a video to decide whether or not they enjoy it and want to continue watching. And let me leave you with this final thought of a possible YouTube future, but really think about it before you answer in the comments below. Why stop at dislikes? Why not hide likes, subscriber counts, view counts, level the entire playing field for all content on YouTube? Just a thought. Now, this video has been all about what YouTube is taking away from all of us. But YouTube very recently announced something that's unlocked an amazing feature for millions of creators. And to learn more about it, check out the video over here.